Okay, there we go. That's good. That's what they needed, for sure.
The old Nyx Assassin. And
Finally.
Hoodwink with Marana. Both are typically 4s. What are we looking at here?
Finally, we get to see the SVG Hoodwink. I mean, this guy's been spamming the crap out of this in pubs. This is like
Or
his favorite hero.
it could be old school as of 6 months ago, SVG position 5 Mars, gentlemen.
Oh God,
That was hilarious to watch.
that was a short-lived meme. They were
ultra flex. All right,
they did that once and then never again. They were done with that.
It happened at the major by one of the South American teams. Thunder Predator ran a 5-position Mars. So just saying, those guys did pretty well at the major.
They did do very
some
well.
Some people are just ahead of their time. It's just one of those things.
It doesn't solve the problem of having 2-4 positions. They would still have 2 4s.
It's the exact same problem. Yes.
Marana position 1, gentlemen, and you get the shard.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Jug mid,
so they take Juggernaut now. Obviously, really good with the spin against basically all 3 of these heroes. You mitigate all the damage from Luna. You don't have to worry about the attack speed necessarily onto the Enchantress. And they know that it's going to get banned last pick because that's exactly what happened last draft. So I like this Jug pick a lot.
Yeah, it's a UR classic too. This Jug hero, it seems. Oh, all right. Screw what I was about to say. Nice. This is a cool hero, man. This hero, like, even when it got nerfed in the 7.29 patch, still the win rate of the hero went up. Like, it went from like a 55% win rate back when everybody's getting Necro, and then Necro literally got removed, and the Eidolons are on a lower cooldown, or sorry, higher cooldown, so you can't deny in every single wave with the level 1 Eidolon anymore. But the win rate went up, and my theory behind it was like, I think the patch has been way more teamfight heavy than the previous patch. Lots of Warlocks, lots of Marses, heroes like that, Lunas. And also, I think the whole Greaves pipe sort of build that people are doing on all of these offlaners, I think that's really good on Enigma. Like, he's one of the classic heroes for doing that. So I'm really glad to finally see this hero because the win rates looked good. People just have been ignoring it.
And a game where none of these heroes have counters to the BKB Black Hole as well. So it does feel like, hey, we're going to be running not just Enigma, but core Enigma. We've seen quite a bit of support as well as the offlane. This time around, they're going to be giving a lot of farm. Saberlight playing that EU ping Enigma, though, perhaps a bit tricky.
That is tricky.
And they basically have, I mean, they don't have any way to stop the Black Hole if you get BKB. But what do you pick as a mid that has that capability? Is there even a mid that, I mean, Abyssal isn't even a thing anymore, right? That's a terrible counter to Enigma.
Oh, that's another really good point. Maybe that's why the win rate went up, because that's like the Enigma counter, was the fact that you could just go 2 Abyssals. There's literally nothing that he could build to deal with that. Damn, dude. Didn't think of that one. You could Silencer, but then you're silencering into a Nyx, which sounds complete dog shit, but that would deal with the Enigma, at least.
You're also playing mid Silencer.
That's true. That's not very...
which sounds a bit unQuinn-like in general.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Be caught dead.
The historic arc of heroes throughout the years, we've seen some ebbs and flows. Silencer, it's like they want it to be a carry, and it just has never really happened, you know?
That's true.
The hero is, no pun intended, an Enigma, truly. Because on paper, it sounds okay, like throughout a lot of these patches, but just never stuck.
I feel like, the only time Silencer's ever been in the meta, like really in the meta, is as a 5 position. It's never been like a core Silencer as like a standard pick. It's been like a very rare, they ran core Silencer. Surprise.
I mean, can you do something weird and play? I know that a lot of this stuff was nerfed, but like a Hoodwink or a Marana mid instead, and then you get the Silencer as a 5.
You could also do some offlane Silencer. I mean, I don't know. That would kind of. I feel like that would feed an Enchantress though. You just walk up and you enchant him, and it's the easiest kill ever.
It was Saberlight that did that last season. One game.
I would
probably won.
I don't think the Silencer is going to happen. I'm curious who has the last pick here, because it looks to me like a Puck is about to get picked by Undying, and I think Quincy's going to respond with the TA. I feel like this is a fairly solid TA game. You can blink out of like all of these, if the like Nyx has to like instant stun you, and then that's the only stun that they really have other than like a Black Hole to like instantly catch a TA, and you can dodge all of like the Luna Burst and the Ench Burst.
This would actually be a pretty good game to go. We've talked about this a bit in the past, but Aghanim Scepter on TA, you get the silence on the traps as well. Basically just wait out the BKB for Enigma, but still no answer for BKB unless you get like a Basher and you get a lucky Omni Slash or something. I don't know.
I'd be kind of surprised if this was not a puck. Is it banned? No.
Not banned. Feels like to me it's that or Storm. They banned out 2 of the spirits with their last bans here, and DK Tiny heroes that can lane mid against many of those spirits. So Puck or Storm look the most likely, at least.
They do know that they have the response from Quincy though, so they're really thinking about this. This is like the mid versus mid pick right now, so you don't want to do something that's like really crazy easy to counter. But there's not much left, is the problem.
Are you guys liking either side's draft better so far from what we've seen?
I like Undying's draft better, personally. But a lot of it is because of the unknown of Quincy crew, like what these positions are exactly. So Puck is still there. I mean, it feels like a good Puck game from Quincy crew. Are decent. Nyx is pretty
Nyx is the only real problem, yeah. And then, Storm eventual Orchid, but...
Oh.
Huh.
Who plays this? Is this Quinn on the Brood, or is he playing the Mars? Lelis on the Brood.
Quinn
mid Mars. Okay. Wow.
Okay, well, there's nothing to deal with the spiders.
Is that a problem?
That's a real issue here. I mean, what are you going to glaze the spiders? I mean, that's awful.
Well, you get quickly, the shard on Luna. That's a free glaive, huh? Or something.
That's true. Keep throwing those beams. So, Jenkins, which I'll ask you first then. Are you with Quincy crew with this last big Brood then?
I am, actually. I think they forgot about the Brood. I think this is a free Brood game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. The Brood was last banned the last phase, last game around, and I guess they just thought they wouldn't pull it out. So Quincy crew 2-0 going to the major.
It looks like it. Going to the major, potentially going to TI. We are loving this last pick, Brood, Undying. They're going to have to hopefully have some answers. And to perhaps look for some of those answers, we'll go to a quick break and then hear from our casters, Lyrical and PPD.
Welcome back, Dota fans. We're here again for game number 2. Quincy crew coming out with the last pick, Broodmother. PPD, is this the game-winning pick? I know we've seen it happen before, but do you think that it puts some trouble out there for Undying?
It's definitely a dirty pick for sure. I mean, it is last pick Brood. That's the tales all this time, right? Yeah, it's as bad as it gets. But I don't think that I feel like they do have some answers to deal with it. I feel like the Luna Ench will do fine in the early laning phase. Oh, they got action. Watch out for the arrow.
Ooh, dodges away Quinn. Dude, they're going in. They're trying to make something happen here.
Yeah, 3v4.
Okay.
5. But I feel like the Storm Spirit is going to be able to be a pretty good answer for the Brood in like that mid to late game. Like you can either jump on the Brood and grab them, or you can kind of kill the spiders, or at least protect yourself. The one concern is when Broodmother gets the Orchid, like will the Storm have any, like will Storm go Yules to maybe deal with the Orchid, or how will he, I guess, defend this top lane is what I'm looking forward to see.
Okay, that'll be something to watch for if he needs to be the one to sort of make that move over.
Oh, look. I think they might actually just do like a tri-lane again, but this time in the safe lane with Nyx and Ench plus Luna.
Wow.
And then Enigma can be solo offlane, right, with the demonic conversion denies.
Okay, I'm kind of down with that. That sounds interesting. I guess that also like Luna Ench sounds like a way better tri-lane no matter who that third person is than the last time around we saw.
Yeah, for sure. Abaddon I think Abaddon's more of a hero that wants to be in a kind of like a soak lane almost, where he's just sort of playing not to lose.
Right.
Similar to like Warlock, right, where you constantly want to heal people. Yeah, but this should look a little bit better. They could be a little bit more aggressive. They have Luna to help out with the beams. It doesn't have slow on edge, which I think would be more ideal for this tri-lane, but I'd still be able to make something happen.
Don't want to give away that first blood, which is why you had to heal, skill up that heal.
Yeah. A lot of Enches will get it anyways at 1. It's sort of meta, but I think because you're tri-laning, you'd rather have that disable.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if they can make anything happen here. Arrow comes out, does connect actually onto Tomato, so it doesn't go through onto that range creep.
Yeah.
But with this wave pushing it should still be fine, I would imagine.
Yeah, and I think this is really nice. If they can successfully manage to kind of limit this Broodmother's early game. Actually, wait, the Nyx is already bottom. Okay, so they're already out of here.
Interesting.
Well, they did win like the first wave. They do have level 2s now on Dire. Radiant's a bit behind, so You can see the Ench is actually in a lot of, or Mirana's in a lot of trouble top right now. She's going down, I think. Yeah, she's going down.
Quick little rundown there. Able to find the kill with Dubu. Yeah, there's a reason this hero is dangerous. And as you said, getting that disable there at the start, really nice.
She's just like the king of laning. Like nobody beats Enchantress in lane right now, and that's why it's sometimes like such an early pick.
Right. We can see back towards mid now. Quinn playing on this Mars. Haven't seen a whole heck of a lot from it. In fact, you can see here, only 2 games so far, both of them against Crazy back in June of 2020. So I guess just this is one of those things that they feel comfortable flexing if they need to, but it's not like their go-to play. Maybe some changes made in the draft based on what they saw.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing. It was their answer to the Enchantress, right? They have this Mars that could flex to the offlane, right? Joining maybe Mirana against like Ench Mars could be fine top, but they feel like this Broodmother was too good to pass on. So we'll have to see if Laylas is able to truly carry the game like they're hoping he will.
It's down bottom. They're going to be able to find the kill onto Moon. Just a quick little spin down after being able to find that bushwhack there. But yeah, Laylas, the one that's going to be there to try and sort of get that carry through in the game. And at least so far, I mean, it's a whole different thing nowadays with Broodmother. We've talked about it a ton. As that arrow's going to go out, takes out the range creep, and just waiting to get that level 6 for him.
Yeah, that's usually the... Brood is really good now because his laning is also really good. Like his early levels, the Insatiable Hunger is very, very generous for like trading. But if you have like some stuns, or if like the Brood lane isn't capable of manning up against your lane, then that's when Brood will kind of suffer in laning phase, and that's when sometimes he'll have to like wait for that level 6 when he gets those spiders. When a hero without wave clear, can't deal with those. But sometimes Broods will take over the lane at level 4 or level 5. This game doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Luna is a pretty strong laner, and Enchantress obviously is also very strong as well.
Yeah, and Moon makes the rotation up there, just putting a little bit of pressure on, forces back the Brood for a second, and again, Undying take control of this top lane and put it in a really good position. But there is a bit of a wraparound coming right now. Bryle is pretty far out. Oh, doesn't quite manage to get the connection there onto the cliff edge.
Yeah, Mirana's one of those supports that doesn't mind sort of leaving their offlaner. Brood can sometimes, just kind of play around webs and hide and be fine, and that leaves up Mirana to roam. But these missed opportunities on these ganks mid are definitely going to cost Radiant, and they're mostly just going to cost this Broodmother, who's going to have no one to help him get any CS top.
Right. Yeah, left completely alone here, zoned out, but MSS will come back in now. Tries to trade a couple hits here, maybe onto Dubu. They do have the Silken Boa. Looking for an arrow afterwards, jumps forward, arrow's going to connect, but with that heal out, there's nothing more they can do.
Yeah, and he used the Insatiable Hunger there. He only got like 1 or 2 right clicks out, so that's going to be on cooldown for 30-40 seconds, and he's not going to be able to trade here at all. So Dyer's going to assert some dominance here, no doubt.
True enough, they need to, because down bottom, another kill onto Moon. Saberlight did a nice play where he cut the tree with the Midnight Pulse, but they're already on top of him with the Jug, and so weren't able to stop that pressure. And you are having a completely free time in this bottom lane.
Yeah, and he's actually gotten a lot of Eidolon kills as well, which is not ideal for for Dyer, right? Jug is getting way more than free farm in this bottom lane. And yeah, Moonmander's feeding. He was kind of feeding in the last game too on the Hoodwink, just having a rough series so far. Not really finding his place. He's still level 1. Right? He started in that he kind of started in the tri lane both games, and then abandoned that tri lane after being, I don't know, maybe what would you call it, unsuccessful? Which is, I don't feel like their tri lane was successful this game, and that was mostly because Team Undying didn't have their shit together at minute 0, right? Like Dubu got gone on and had to skill heal. Right, and if he could have got Enchant, right, maybe they could feed off this Broodmother at level 1.
Well, this is what you want to see, though, if you're an Undying fan. Bryle moves on in, takes down Quinn. This is a solo kill here with Arena used. So big finish.
Yeah, this is a really nice Storm game, so I could definitely see Bryle really popping off this game. I think he's going to get a ton of farm, and they really have nothing to deal with him. Like, I'm thinking maybe Broodmother Orchid eventually could be rough, but Broodmother is having a rough game. It's going to be a slow Orchid, and it looks he's got Hood queued up first, so maybe he's doing like the Hood into Pipe Greaves build. Right. Storm's going to love that. Storm's going to be having a free time.
Yeah, nothing that needs to be faced that's going to cause any issues for him. So I don't know. We'll see. It will be an interesting one to watch going forward for sure. Right now, Bryle just going to be content to sort of use this Arcane Rune to try and farm up, as top is going fine and like bottom's struggling, but you're not going to be able to punish a Jug. So just take care of your own game and scale up.
This is a bit like the Undying we saw in just about every series last season, where they have Tomato almost playing like a semi-carry, where I would say Luna is not your hardest carry, but generally like very good in laning phase, kind of similar to the Monkey King that was really popular for them last patch. Right. And then they have Bryle on like a harder farmer mid, like the TA, the Morphling, this game the Storm, right? He can really carry these games while the rest of his team sort of, you know, once they get their core items, they can start 4-manning around, and then Storm will always be able to, you know, zip here or zip there and make something happen.
Well, makes a little zip go onto MSS. Won't be able to find the kill. Another arena used, but the stun is there. And Moon, is he going to go down? Still very tanky. Arrow comes in at the last second there. And that'll be enough to get the kill, although Quinn now underneath the tower, taking those hits and will fall. Nice. Bryle gets the kill. Now, they did lose Saberlight bottom during all of that action, but still
again,
this kill is big.
Oh, he did. Sorry, he died the first time.
Yeah.
I think it was a solo kill by Juggernaut.
It's big.
So, yeah, it's really big. And Jug is having a great time.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Pretty good
attack.
Juggernaut game, but Enigma Black Hole will still be a problem at some point for him.
Right. Looks like they want to make that point right now, as UR is getting smoked on. Saberlight smoke breaks. They spot him right away, but can't get in range. It's a bunch of heroes up top. They're trying to make it go now onto Tomato and Dubu. So a little bit awkward this moment right now.
Yeah, I feel like they just need more heroes here bottom with Enigma, because the black hole means that the Juggernaut can't really stay, because his TP will get canceled if he tries to spin out, and you see he's going to go top. Laning phase is just about over now.
As mid lane, they're going to go on Quinn again. Quick jump, spear out. Quinn, very low HP, but Bryle's out of mana. Can't get there in time. So they keep the tower alive too, at least for now.
Yeah, for now. I think it is going to go down, though. They have a DD Storm and Enches here with a creep, which means they're trading top tower for mid tower. And I think it's a really good trade for them, because I feel like this bottom tower will eventually sort of like always fall. And this mid tower is more so the one that's harder to bring down in this 7 to 14 minute timing.
Well, it'll be something to watch for sure. And likewise, if Radiant can kind of make a similar move themselves, it seems unlikely. As LOA moving in, trying to get a glimpse there onto Tomato, but not going to be able to. Undying don't feel comfortable walking up this hill right now, as Moon's still only level 3 at 9 minutes. That man needs a tome.
He will get the tome. It will be fine, and he will recover. Sometimes when you have Enigma on your team and the trialing, you can't trial, you don't necessarily just want to go sit there with your Enigma because you're not really killing the carry. He did try playing the lane a little bit, but you saw what happened, right? They both had a rough time against the Juggernaut, just too strong. But yeah, he'll recover.
Okay. MSS in the meantime, gonna get chased down a little bit by Dubu. Leslau move into position, and a quick jump coming from Bryle. They find MSS for the kill. And now Dubu getting turned on by the Spiders. We'll have another burst here in a second. Gets the kill onto Dubu. Spiders living, taking a lot of damage, but they will be able to regen up through afterwards. So seeing the first little inklings of a terrifying sight with Leslau getting all these Spiders up.
Yeah, this is a nice spot for Nyx to sit, though. Just kind of defend this tier 2 tower. This is, when you see the Broods get out of control, it's when nobody can come sit here. Right. But he's gone this hood. He's going mana boots. He's not really like the scariest. He's not the scariest spider. And if you can play near your tier 2 and just save a stun for those spiderlings when they group up, I think you'll be able to scurry away before he kills you.
You know what I'm looking forward to is Bryle's gonna get Aghanims at some point this game and hit all those spiders, and it's gonna just like crash. Like the noise it makes is always so crazy.
We'll have to remake.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but Quinn having uncharacteristically rough game, right? Them first picking his hero, him playing a hero he doesn't usually play. You can see the difference, right? Bryle is, what's the word? Flourishing.
All right. Not so much for Quinn. And again, Dubu in the right place at the right time, reading the smoke, is going to give up his life for the cause here.
Oh, Dubu. He's trying to get the ward. You got it. I didn't deny it. Worth. And they're going to try and get a kill onto Jug here.
Oh, this is a little crazy.
No. He's staying out of the Sentry Ward vision. They know they have that there, but on mid, there's nothing. And
Tail to open.
Vendetta damage. Agreed.
Maybe afterwards? No, they're not gonna go.
Yeah, no detection for the pot of mall either.
Moon. Uh-oh.
Got him
Maybe
in
a
his
chance
leaps.
here. Jump in. Bushwhack not going to connect on the Brile. Yawar not concerned at all. Just keeps on farming. Black hole. Comes down to 2, but he did get the spin off. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough to keep him alive. Yes, it is. Never mind. The turnaround Omni Flash finds themselves a quick and easy blow up.
What?
They lose their life. Oh my god, that spin getting off.
Okay, well, that was so funny. Juggernaut actually killed the Storm Spirit, but then he jumped out of the Omni Slash on top of like a random remnant that Brile had placed earlier. So did end up killing the Juggernaut. Unfortunately, some deaths, right? Storm went down. That's huge for Radiant. But Jug did go down, and Luna is still farming. Brood finally takes the tier 2 top. He's got his... Let's see, let's see. You got Hood, Mana Boots.
Oh, LOA. He's dead, though. Super dead. LS Pro Day. Oh, this is his first game in pro matches. 11 different heroes so far. So,
Ooh,
I mean,
SVG?
no, for Leslau. This is the first time we've seen his pro Brood.
Yeah, I've seen him. I watch his stream a decent amount. He picks his hero occasionally.
Yeah.
It's quickly becoming an offlane hero that you need to know if you're an offlane player, and it's much easier. It's less micro intensive than it has been in the past. The laning phase, which is, I would say, the hardest part of the previous Brood, is now just pop insatiable hunger and right click people. So it's much more generous for new learners.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Hey, you should try it out.
Nah, man, I'm good.
You're an offlane player.
I'm mega good.
all you gotta do is play one game, right? Go some Orb of Corrosion, Power Treads build, and just right click the carry, watch him cry. Take the tier 2 by yourself at 9 minutes, and you'll be a Brood player for life.
All right, I'll try it. I'll give it a shot.
There you go.
I'm not gonna try. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're just gonna go for 30 games of Darks here.
Exactly, 30 more. Why not?
Yeah.
But I mean,
you don't first pick it, do you?
Oh no, second phase. If Oracle's banned and I'm losing gold, then I'll take it. But
that's, fair enough.
That's the way of it. Look at this wraparound here. They want to get involved again. Dubu again there to break the smoke. Brile walking up a hill. They spot him. Ooh, smoke breaks. And they will be able to get out of dodge. Arrow not quite on the mark. They're going to send in the spiders onto the tower. And Saberlight does have blink. No black hole, though, for another 50 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's hoping to do here. He's just sort of a blink stun. But they're defending their mid tower. Need somebody to deal with these spiders, though.
Oh.
The top half of the map is now Radiance. Middle to bottom is now Dyers. Luke's farming. He's going Manta first, which is, I suppose, in preparation for an Orchid, which is not coming from Storm.
Come on, Sprites. Middle tower has been denied.
Bench.
Our score is now even, 2-2.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. There's a tier 2 tower missing top, and that means Dyers actually still has their outpost somehow, which is a bit surprising.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They have really good vision here.
I don't want to get into outpost. As I feel like as a position 5, I just get angry over the smallest things. It's taking the outpost. It's like carry players microing the couriers. It's just all these little things. They just trigger me so much.
As a coach now, sure as well. It's you got to keep an eye on it.
Oh, trust me, I am on it. Better take the outpost, or you're gonna hear from me.
Well, so far, Undying have still been able to manage a 1,000 gold lead in spite of being down some of these towers.
Yeah, Luna has not stopped farming, and this hero, it farms fast. So, and this hero is kind of one of those gets mega 6-slotted and then just sort of 1v5s. So, I do think that even if there isn't a lot of action happening on the map, I don't think Dyer's really that unhappy. Radiant also does lack sort of that BKB black hole cancel when Saberlight does get there. And he is going at next item, so it will not be... It'll be a bit since he's not really farming that much, but it won't be too long.
Right. Zip in there again, trying to deal with some of these spiders, and you can see Saberlight just ready to jump at a moment's notice. There's still a lot of heroes around here, and Moon gets the vision. MSS caught. right at the start. Already Dust used, misses on the Spear Saberlight. This is a big black hole. He connects onto it. Doesn't get Ywar though. Might be enough. Actually walks in with the spin afterwards. Quinn turned around upon him. They will get the kill onto Moon. But they got to get the hell out of here. Ywar is trying to chase. Good bushwhack.
Storm is too strong. Storm's too strong.
Yeah. Leslau trying to escape. Not going to happen for the moment, although with the Malefice out.
Big stun.
Get the kill.
And they Roche. No. All right, yeah, huge fight for Dire, and as I see these team fights going, I feel like they're gonna win this game. Like I just feel like Radiant's lineup is just not good. Like why does it look so unlike any of the other drafts that we've seen from Quincy Crew this tournament?
Yeah.
New hero Broodmother, new hero Mars, new hero Hoodwink. I mean, we've seen a couple of maybe 1 or 2 bottom games from MSS, but even this hero is just a little bit of a newcomer for them.
It feels like that Enigma really sort of threw them for a loop, because like you can imagine if you take this Broodmother out and you instead put Lelis on the Mars, and then it's like, you know, a Void Spirit or a Puck or anything else. This looks like a normal Quincy Crew draft, but it felt like when they saw that Enigma, they felt like they had to change the game plan or something maybe. I don't know. It like you said though, it does definitely look different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's mostly the mid lane and the off lane. I mean, Jug is farmed, but can he fight? Right? Not if he gets black hold. So no answer for that on supports.
Quinn, does he know? Does he have an idea? Oh, he could have dropped the arena, but doesn't end up going for it. Waiting for that Hoodwink to get into position first.
Yep, nice plays from Dire there, wasting a lot of Radiant's time. You know, Dire's trying to dodge right now. They've got no black hole. They're getting closer and closer to the BKB. Storm and Luna are still farming at a great pace, so Dire just very content to split the map and wait for their next timing, which will be black hole coming back up. And as long as Radiant doesn't Roche, you know, they can do just about anything on the map, and Dire's just going to dodge them, I think.
All right. That's probably going to be the route of it. And they don't have like that easy Roshan hero right now because they don't have a medallion or like a solar crest or anything done yet. Opting instead to go for this pipe build on the Broodmother that we've seen. So I don't know. It's dubious. It's going to be an interesting little bit to watch here as Moon keeps on playing inside their jungle, and Quincy Crew just kind of feel lost. There's nobody really making that many moves. Maybe this up here top is a play, but like, how do you start a fight even for them? Weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what their timings are, and Mars did just get his Blink Dagger, so that's probably going to be their timing. They're going to start looking to get active now.
Okay. Being chased by Dubu. Always feels bad when these creeps are bullying you.
He's got Blink Eul, so if he can get into like a smoke, they could even kill like Storm top, and maybe that leads into Roshan or something for them.
Okay.
And with Roshan, maybe they would feel comfortable sieging high ground or taking away Dire's Ancients. Some sort of big objective like that, but it looks like they're going to try and get a fight here. Dubu is just, you know, doing his thing.
Oh, jumps in. That's the spear out. Dead hero.
Yes.
Not able to interrupt. And again, this would maybe be the time when you could try and force something else, but like, it's so weird, right? That top tier 2 tower is already taken. Like, I guess you can get the outpost.
No, you're right though, because they don't have that medallion or solar crest. Roshan does feel like a little slow.
Yeah,
I think so. Normally, I think that, yeah, ideally that is on a bigger kill. They're gonna find Hoodwink.
Yeah, a quick and easy blow up there. Quinn looking for a turnaround. They have black hole ready, so they can't really take this fight that easily. 4,000 gold lead.
Are you a believer in Hoodwink?
No, not really. It just seems kind of garbo. Oh, wait,
found the storm. Found the storm, and there's an arrow.
Nice catch there, but the turnaround black hole is in time. And MSS gonna drop a small kill for that one, as they do get vision now, trying to take down Quinn. Spin on top of all of them. Dual Scepter to live for the moment. Drops down that healing ward and the blink away. Manta's out, and that stops it from anymore, but a black hole for the Mirana does give them a little bit of an opening here.
Yeah, we all saw it. It wasn't pretty, but it got the job done. You know, wanted to save his storm, gave it his best effort. Black hole is down though, so that could be some. Oh, Dubu's gonna die, but could be a timing for Radiant to possibly force Roche. Their damage is a little low, right, without the medallion.
Yeah.
But there's not really a better place for them to go. I mean, they still, you know, they're not taking this outpost top, which I feel like is a huge mistake. You know, it's an advantage you have over your opponent that they don't have a tier 2. But this is good Roche control for Dire.
This is scary still, though. Moon walks in. There's a sentry there. Yule Scepter to start. The jump in. BKB from Tomato.
Oh, Luna's here.
Flips his Quinn. Blows him to pieces. Leslau tries to back out. Already has the pipe trying to get inside that Roche pit. But Leslau will get out. Oh, arrow. Do they have enough? Omni slash out. Bryle done. They get the kill on the Storm, and now looking for more. Moon Meander gonna fall. That arrow just coming out of nowhere and catching on the Storm.
Yeah, they really wanted that Brood, but the chase with the healing ward in the back and Jug still having everything in his kit. They overextended. That's going to be Roshan for Radiant. Jug is looking strong. They used everything on the Mars there. I think just a little bit too much, but you could see like if they had the black hole, maybe it wouldn't have mattered. Maybe they would win this fight.
I mean, the thing is it's still like Roche is not happening that quickly. They have the midnight pulse down. Storm's about to be back up again. They got to be really careful. I don't know if they can get this.
No, I don't think so. Healing ward is up in 10 seconds, so they're gonna try and fight instead.
Okay, moving in. Finds that arena down, but the Impale coming out from Moon Meander. There's still a caught. The Bushwhack with the spin down from Yawar. The rest of them coming in time. Moon is going to fall. Storm TPing in now. The jump, tries to catch one, not going to be able to blow up Yawar yet. The pullback, the right clicks with the healing ward, standing right on top of him, not enough to keep alive Yawar. Leslau trying to blow up. Again, the arrow coming from MSS, and Tomato ends up dying as well. Dude, what a great fight from Quincy crew, as they're taking it just perfectly. Pullback now onto Dubu, gets the finish. 4 dead. Unreal.
Yeah, Dire's looking a little lost in these fights. You know, this Mars arena comes down. They're all just kind of in the pits. You know, what do? They just die. They need this black hole. They need this BKB on Enigma so that they can feel confident to take these fights and not just get ran over by Quincy crew. So really good on Quincy crew just to force the issue, recognizing that they don't have the damage to just force Roche, right? They go on their opponents instead before the Storm is up. And even though Storm ports in, you know, 2 of their heroes are already dead before Storm gets there.
Right. Yeah, I think that's, you know, a time when I think a lot of other teams would have just backed out and said, like, all right, we can't do it. But instead, Quincy crew, like you're saying, recognizing that there's this window where they can fight before Storm gets there. And really, really impressive showing. Even though they end up losing, like, you know, Quinn at the start of one fight and Yawar in the middle of the other one, great sequence of events for them here. As now, Moon keeps on scouting, looking for an opening here. Dubu's just going to keep the pressure on, has his creep as well. Still a slight gold lead for Undying. Do you think that Aegis on Quincy crew changes anything for the game plan going forward?
I don't think it means that much, and I still feel like Dire will be very strong when their black hole is up. It'll just give them like a little bit more confidence in the fight. That being said, it is on Mars, so maybe he's just going to be a little bit more bold with his initiations, but he might just be a free kill when he respawns unless he's got BKB ready. Game plan is still the same for Dire, though. I think the Roshan was kind of a bait, right? They could have just given up Roche and just kept farming their BKB on Enigma, which he would have definitely been able to farm it if he just focused on that when his black hole was down. But yeah, they're still in a fine spot, and I feel like they're still confident to take the right fight.
Okay.
If a good fight appears for them, they will take it. Radiant could force high ground here. They're going to try and get Bryle. He has BKB.
Oh, the arena. Oh my god, Spear first. They get him. Arrow afterwards, but BKB comes out. And now the turnaround. Quinn in some trouble.
Aegis.
Quinn is going to fall. That's Aegis down. Can they do anything else afterwards? Saberlight, he has this black hole ready. Everybody separated a little bit. Black hole going to connect there onto 2 with the BKB afterwards. They come out with the Bushwhack afterwards. And they will use Quinn. Going to also get Leslau. And LOA going to drop to boots.
Huge. I mean, a very bold play from Radiant, but not really having... I mean, they recognized the Storm at the BKB. He knew he couldn't ult into Arena, so he just went for the stun. But the arrow was... He didn't have the right angle with the creeps respawning, so he wasn't able to get a nice chain stun on it. So it was a great spear from Quinn, but there was no follow-up. And then once Storm gets that BKB off, turns that fight, even though Mars is Aegis, he's in Dire's base, and they all just mass poured in. And really nice black hole from Saberlight. I don't think Layla's expected that, and as a result, he was just trying to get Mars, but he ended up getting a Brood as well. And Juggernaut was he wasn't even close to Radiant when they were, on the enemy tier 3. So a little bit of a miscommunication, trying to force the issue a little too much there from Quincy Crew.
Now they do have a second round of this though. BKB out, able to interrupt. Spin is there, no arrow connecting, hits onto creeps instead. Quinn does get his stick charges off to live a little bit longer, and that will be enough to stay alive. I mean, I like the idea of going without the black hole, but I guess you're getting BKB charges going down. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's huge though. Undying is still doing quite well.
They got the BKB on Storm, and I think it's fair for Radiant to want to force things while Black Hole is down. I think that's sort of the story of this game, is like, what can Quincy Crew get done now when Black Hole's down, right? Will they be able to get anything done? I'm not sure. They may be able to take this outpost, They did get this tier 2 tower at like 12 minutes. Maybe they'll take the outpost. Oh, there you go. Here they go.
Got it. Nailed
it. But now Dyer's got theirs, so we're back even on the experience here.
True. Yeah, it's a weird one right now. Where again, like, there's been so much motion around this top side, but we haven't seen this play that we're now finally seeing from Lelis, which is pressuring this top tier 3. So he'll pipe up these spiders here and get a ton of damage into it. And I feel like I'd like to see more of this from him to, like, keep the Undying team stuck in their base a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to force some of Undying's heroes here. That's going to give them a more free opportunity to make plays on mid lane when they know Dyer isn't 5 together.
Absolutely. Well, back away, ceremonial robe as well.
Yeah, both teams are looking for something right now. Black Hole comes up in 5 seconds, so Undying is ready to go, but they need to find the right hero.
Moonlight Shadow.
Dubu doesn't have any wards on him, so they're really just sort of... It's kind of hard to smoke at night without a ward, but they find MSS up top. He zip with the storm.
Dubu spots a spider nearby, gets the break there onto her. Moon again scouting things out with an Aeon Disc. This is pretty nice for him.
Yeah.
And the jump up to the high ground. Yule Scepter afterwards has BKB if he wants to pop it. Holds off though. Now the retreat. Quincy Crew, good play there just to keep a hold of that BKB and not use it too early in this fight.
Yeah, this Kaya Sanj build on Storm is really nice, I think. You get, great mana regen, right? More magic damage, and then you also get this stun reduction, which is so nice on Storm, right? Getting out of stun a second earlier could mean life or death for a Storm Spirit, so.
And this pop, Glimmer Cape trying to keep alive Quinn. Bushwhack not going to do anything. Tomato pops his BKB, turns to fight. Elway caught, and there's the black hole. Only needs to get one, and he gets them.
His name is Lights, man. Radiant has nothing. They have nothing to deal with this Enigma black hole, and yeah, I'm not really sure what their plan was. This Broodmother pick just did not work out at all, and CC&C on the Mars mid is just kind of fell flat on its face.
Tough stuff indeed, and don't have answers. Quincy Crew. I mean, again, they lost Season 1 to Undying, feeling a little bit too confident. And this time around, it feels like whether it's confidence or whether it's just they got a little bit, juked out in the draft. Whatever it was, they're looking really good on Undying right now in this game number 2.
Yeah, and if we get this game 3, which I'm expecting we will, it's going to be so much pressure on Quincy Crew to perform. Otherwise, EG is going to be mad at them. Or no, maybe EG wants them to lose, so they have a chance to get first again.
Oh,
right?
Okay, I see. There you go. I was thinking that they just, they want to play through groups or whatever.
I mean, that's what happened last. Oh yeah, right. I think there was a quote, right, where I think Crit said like he would rather play through groups so they get the warm up or something. I feel like that's kind of a joke.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah, a little tongue in cheek.
Moon again getting gone on by some of these spiders here. They popped the BKB, going for it. I don't know if this is going to work. They'll get the kill on the Nyx most likely, but Quinn is going to drop afterwards. Now the turn. Looking for anything at all here.
Does no damage.
Spin down. Going to be able to find one kill, but I mean with no Omni Slash left, and basically no damage. The chase forward. Looking for more. They have that BKB, Malefice afterwards. Nothing else. So they get a buyback out of Moon. Oh, arrow. Just gonna let Saberlight go there. Zip. Bryle finds one, and they'll get that finish as well.
Storm has so much mana. He is so it is such a nice Storm game, and he was able to itemize in like a greedy fashion and just farm this game. Just he can like force these initiations and not have to worry about dying because he has the second item BKB. Really just setting up all of these like follow-up Nick stuns, follow-up Luna damage. He's baiting Quincy Crew's heroes to get together for this black hole. Yeah, really great game for Bryle.
Oh my god, all the spiders get caught again. They're gonna pipe it, try and run. Oh, they got him! That's out. A little bit of trouble. Does have a way out of there for the moment. Silence, follow up. The soul burn isn't enough. Oh, the Glimmer Cape comes alive at the last second to keep him alive. Moon, though, turns now, wants to find the finish. Spear goes out, connects for the kill onto Dubu. And now the turn.
Dyer's getting stretched a little bit right now.
They have Black Hole still. Blink up in a second. Can they break the blink? They're doing it with the spiders. Saberlight dropping down low. Leslau, gotta be careful. They have the Impale connects onto nobody, but they will kill Leslau in the end.
Hey, but Quinn is okay. There's a haste.
Oh,
the arrow.
Connect on
Nice.
the Saberlight. Can they blow him up in time? Yes, they will. Now Tomato still has his BKB held on to.
They've got no detection, so this Glimmer Cape from Hoodwink is owning right now.
Damn. Yeah, that Glimmer's been clutch.
Yes, sometimes if I'm playing 5, I like because I have a Potom on my team, I wouldn't go Glimmer, right? Because you kind of double up on the invis, but it's putting in a lot of work this game.
Right. Well, it just feels like these fights are so hard for Quincy Crew that even when things are like kind of going okay, it's like take some crazy thing like an arrow out of nowhere, or you know, the no detection being there for Undying to be at least even falling a little bit behind in the fights.
Yeah, they're definitely in a tough spot, and I think the thing is they can't really 5-man against Dire because Dire's 5-man is stronger when Black goes up.
Omni Slash keeps on him. Chases Quinn. They blow up one, but Tomato, BKB, looking for more. They buy back on 2, and the rest of Quincy Crew trying to escape. And they get out of here. It's dangerous. The big jump. Yule Scepter afterwards. They didn't have the BKB wear-off on Quinn to get the pull. And now with the blink out, I mean, this is huge.
They need more.
Can they escape? Spear goes. There is the Midnight Pulse and the kill onto Quinn.
All right, and they got they got the kill on Mars. Now they're gonna go get Roche, right? Which will be second Roche, Aegis Shard, most likely for Luna. All right, that'll be a nice boost for her, and then they'll have Scotty on Luna, and I guess she's sort of having some slot issues, but they're gonna look to push high ground, I would think, and they still have Black Hole, so. What I was trying to say earlier is like Radiant needs to kind of force Dire to separate, but the issue is they're trying to play split push against Nyx Assassin Storm Spirit, and that's pretty damn hard, I think, to be out on the map by yourself. So they're kind of in a tough spot where they need to kind of 5-man and fight, but they're still playing around Black Hole to some extent. So yeah, Aegis Shard for Luna, Cheese for Storm, and I'm expecting a high ground push here pretty soon from Dire, depending on how slow they want to take it.
Okay.
They may look for their one pick, right? Play the map for a bit. They may also look to just go down a lane with the Luna.
I mean, it does feel like it's kind of free. Whatever they want to do, they'll do. As LOA gonna get caught. LOA drops.
Gosh. Nyx almost
open.
And Nyx almost can solo that guy.
Yeah.
Got so much mana with the Aether Lens and the Ceremonial Robe that mana burn is doing tons of work.
And right now, Yawar just needs to get this MKB done to actually have some damage. This Butterfly and Tomato, really difficult to deal with. Another arrow comes out and the Spear to try and slow down this push, but I mean, you can see, like, Leslau's on the other side of the map. They know they can't fight this right now. It's too difficult.
Yep, second Roshan timing is really hard to deal with when a carry is this farmed. How do you kill this guy twice? He's got almost 30,000 gold.
Feels like an impossibility.
Yeah, well, they can try and force somebody back, but you can see how scared Brood is that he doesn't even want to show in the lane.
Right. Well, that is going to be the first one down, and looking for more afterwards?
I would think so. I don't think there's any reason for them to stop. Radiant needs to find Enigma, and they need to kill him first, I think, if they want to win a fight.
Brood has enough for the Hex. Yules comes out, tried to bait the BKB, not going to happen. They get the bushwhack afterwards. Arena down. Tomato. Oh, they didn't find the real one. Oh, and Quinn gonna get caught. Quinn gonna get killed. Black Hole finds UR afterwards. They're gonna blow him up as buyback, but with no Quinn. how can you take this fight? They still have Aegis on Tomato, barely touched.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can see why they picked this Enigma versus the Juggernaut. Even though Jug had a great time laning phase, mid to late game, what does he do if he gets black hole?
Not a damn thing.
He dies. Pretty much.
Now they jump again. They find Leslau, has the Hex, but not going to be able to use it as 3 people get bushwhacked, but there is absolutely no follow-up at all. And Quincy crew going to likely lose this game, force it to a game number 3. Again, they need to win this if they want to come in first to the major. Don't want to have to go through those tiebreakers again. And in this game number 2, they lose it. GG called.
Nice. Game 3, what everybody wanted.
Yeah. Good stuff from Undying. I mean, and like you said, just a great presence of mind to take that that Enigma, 4th position. Really solid stuff there.
I think their draft looked a lot better. I think it all starts with them getting this Enchantress, right? First off, a hero that's going to dominate his lane. You saw what a good job Dubu and Tomato did in their safe lane, right? Compare that to the previous game where they did like that unsuccessful tri-lane with Abaddon and Terrorblade. Just a complete difference with them having first picked in this game. It's going to be whoever wins this coin toss in the 3rd game, who's going to most likely going to choose first pick. I mean, that could be the deciding factor in this series, believe it or not. But yeah, just much better hero choices. Their supports so much better, right? They had Hoodwink, Abaddon last game. This time they've got Nyx and Enchantress. Hoodwink, 0-2. I think this hero's a bit of a meme. I was surprised to see it get picked up in game 1. I'd be surprised to see it get picked up in game 3.
Because it's going to be banned, right? That's what you mean?
I think it's going to make it through the bans.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's going to go untouched, I would imagine.
Well, also a little shout out there to Bryle having a much better game this time around, and getting off to that better start compared to the Lesh versus the Viper matchup that we saw. Really impressive showing. We'll see if Quinn gets on a more comfort hero for game number 3, but for now, we're going to go to a quick break. When we get back, the panel's going to break it all down. See you then.